We've been covering these so-called accountability hearings dealing with January 6th because you can't just sweep something like that under the rug. Well, now Donald Trump's former acting defense secretary making explosive comments today on the Capitol riot, part of the wider factual record that we need to keep an eye on. He says bluntly, Trump is to blame for the insurrection.
Do you think the president was responsible for what happened on the 6th?
I don't know, but it seems cause and effect, yeah. The question is, would anybody have marched on the Capitol and overrun the Capitol without the president's speech? I think it's pretty much definitive that wouldn't have happened. So, yes. The question is, did he know that he was enraging the crowd to do that? I don't know.
It would not have happened without Donald Trump. That's the view from an experienced military leader with inside access to information and a lot of experience about exactly those kind of dangerous situations. This comes amidst new evidence in the criminal probe we've been covering in Georgia. Here was Donald Trump on the call with a Georgia investigator. And listen for the day he mentions.
Do you think they'll be working after Christmas and keep it going fast? Because, we have that date of the 6th, which is a very important date.
A very important date. This goes to the evidence about what was the conscious and intentional plot. Trump would continue with the pressure campaign.
Something happened there. Something bad happened. The people of Georgia are so angry at what happened. When the right answer comes out, you'll be praised. They will be praised. People will say, great. Whatever you can do, Francis, it would be, it's a great thing. It's an important thing.
We're joined now by Emily Bazelon, a staff writer for the New York Times Magazine on legal issues. Thanks for being here. It will take a long time and historians years more to pick through just everything that led up to January 6th, let alone the rest of the era we're living through. But some of this evidence that comes out seems to add to the weight put together by the impeachment managers against Donald Trump. Your view?
Well, I think learning of this second call that Trump made and getting the audio for it, this is not the call to Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger that people may be familiar with. It's someone else in Raffensperger's office, a lower official who is in charge of investigations. And former President Trump is clearly pressuring her to find evidence that signatures don't match among voters in Georgia in a way that he thinks will provide what he calls the, quote, right answer and get him the precise number of votes he would need to overturn the Georgia election result in favor of President Biden. It's very clear that's what he's asking for. She tries to kind of push him away from this subject. I think she realizes that he is on shaky legal ground here, and that is exactly what we're hearing.
Yeah, and she was at times seemingly shocked. Let's take a listen to a bit more.
I do appreciate you calling. I know that you're a very, very busy, very important man, and I'm very honored that you called. And and quite frankly, I'm shocked, and that you would take time to do that. Just
as a reporter and a lawyer, this is juicy stuff to be able to hear how this was going down. And it's serious, but it's also wild because it reminds you that this is so unusual, such an obvious shakedown, reaching down to the bowels of state government, which he did in more than one place, sometimes in very secretive ways, other times blatantly, that she doesn't even pretend, although she may be a little off balance, she doesn't even pretend to act like this is normal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank all of you out there.
Thank you as always.
Thanks to at home.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much for letting us into your homes during these extraordinary times.